Hey y'all, okay, this is your girl Jasmine Tate and I am back with another video and we're talking about a very touchy situation, okay? How do you handle a situation if your cleaner is a no-show, right? I know this is so daunting, okay? But I'm about to break it down and give you guys some good tips on how to handle this situation. Now, I remember when I first started my business, I used to be so scared and so panicky and would totally let my clients take advantage of me, right? Now, if you guys remember, I may teach those to start off hiring, but baby was not in that position when I first started. I needed to do the cleanings, right? I was in a very desperate situation, so I went out to do that thing. So I remember when I did have my cleaners, if a cleaner was a no-show, who was knocking on that door? Me. I was, okay? Now, I don't want you guys to do that, but I do understand the concept of you got to do what you got to do, okay? But I don't want you to do that. So if you're like, Jazz, you good, girl, because I ain't doing that. Then let me show you what you can do, okay? So if you have a cleaner that's a no-show, there's a couple of things that you can put in place to be able to kind of help that before that even gets to that. So now if you're going to be using Booking Koala, which is a company that I use, I normally send out the cleaner schedule the night before, right? Now, but before it even gets to that, during our interview and our talks and constantly throughout the time, the duration that we're working together, I constantly remind them like, hey, you guys, I understand emergencies. I have 3 kids. Emergencies is my middle name, okay? But I just ask that you guys could respect the fact that if an emergency happened, I may not even be on your first line of thought. But if you do remember me, please just send me a text and let us know. Please, if you cannot show, I would rather you let me know so that way I can be proactive instead of reactive to that situation, right? So that way I can know kind of how to handle the situation. So I let them know hey, you guys, please let me know if by chance you are not able to make it in so that way we can kind of schedule things around. Because I also want them to know that I have a very low tolerance for no-call, no-shows. I do have grace. If it's an emergency situation, I will let them know. But if it's not, I will also be like, deuces, baby. Because it depends on my business. And I know that they have something, that they need to make money for their family, but I also need to make money for my family. And when a negative review comes on, it stops a lot of people from wanting to book with us. So I have a very low tolerance for no call, no shows, unless it was an absolute emergency. And I get it. I'm the last person you're thinking about, right? But don't be coming up to me telling me same emergencies. My cat died, my dog dies, my kid stuck a marble up his nose, I was at the ER. That's a true story for us, okay? So, but just to let them know that up front, let them know your expectations, right? Because then they won't be like, why didn't I know? Well, now you know, okay? So we do that. We let them know ahead of time. Every night we send out their schedule so that way they can look. If they forgot their son had a recital, if they forgot they were supposed to be selling cookies at Albertsons the next morning, whatever the situation is, they can let us know when they receive that schedule, right? Also, in the morning, we have our VAs reach out and text our cleaners and just do a, hey, good morning, wanting to make sure that everything is straight with your guys' appointments. Please let us know if there's any time delays, if you're not able to make it, right? So that is 3 proactive things that we put in place. So that way they know the expectations of a no call, no show, okay? Now, let's say that a cleaner's like, hey, Jazz, I just got my schedule and I'm not able to make it in tomorrow, right? Now what I'm going to do is, or not me and my VAs, what they're going to do is call and reach out to all the other cleaners first, right? Call and reach out to all the cleaners. Hey, you guys, we have a last minute opening. Are you available tomorrow at 3 o'clock, right? Are you available tomorrow at 3 o'clock? Are you available? Right? Well, I am, but I don't have any, I'm not available at 3, but I can be there at 4. Okay, dope, right? I'm going to see who can be there first at the appointed time. If they can't be there first at the appointed time, then I'm going to see who can be there the closest, right? So I get all of that, and then I get their availability. Then I'm going to go ahead and call Mr. Smith. Hey, Mr. Smith, this is Jasmine from blank, 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 blank. I'm so sorry that, your cleaner unfortunately is not able to make it. We're trying to get you rescheduled. We do have availability for you, not at 3, but 4. And I'm so sorry for that. Would that by chance work for you? Oh yeah, that's fine. Thank you so much, right? That's the ideal response, okay? Sometimes it may not go that way. Well, I'm not available at 4. What about, Thursday at 3? So I already have their availability, and I can be like, okay, I have Thursday at 2. Is that good? Yes, that's be good, right? Now, of course, if nothing else works, because where this really hits a fan is if it was a move out clean. If it was a move out clean and they had to be done that moment, that day, that's when you may get a little frantic. If that's the situation, then I would go as far as trying to rearrange another cleaning appointment that a cleaner has for another date. And of course, I would compensate them with a 10%, 15% off discount, okay? So Mr. Smith is now happy. They are now happy, right? Those are a couple scenarios. Now, let's say that my cleaner, Rebecca, didn't call us, didn't text us, and she was just a no-show, right? Mrs. Smith, hey, this is Mr. Smith. I had an appointment at 3 o'clock today, but nobody's here, right? Red flag. Everybody's running around like a chicken with their head cut off, trying to figure out what to do. Oh, no, I'm so sorry to hear that. We didn't even know that. You want to apologize, be sympathetic, be empathetic, roll out that carpet, Don't be like, what? Are you serious? Like, are you sure what's going on, right? No. Listen, respond, okay, and then let them know that we're going to find a solution. I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can get a cleaner to come out to get that job done. What other time would best work for you? Or could we come later this evening? Or is another day possible? I just want to just get some options so that way I can try to get these all fulfilled for you, right? And then you just race back to your cleaning team, see who's available, and get that thing scheduled out, okay? So, of course, there's no perfect way to handle this, but I would definitely recommend always provide the number one customer service, always be empathetic, always listen, and then try to provide the solution. Don't always feel forced to provide a discount. You can offer it, kind of fill out the vibe and see, like, are they super angry? Like, oh, no, it's totally fine. I get it. I understand, And then you want to go ahead and offer them a discount if you want, okay? But yes, that is how you would handle a situation of a no-call, no-show when your cleaner does not show up. It's not a good feeling. It's a very frantic feeling. I still would get the feeling if I was to know, right? Because like that was the number one thing that used to stress me. I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And I'm always trying to over please the customer because I don't want a bad review. God, especially them clients that may like threaten you with reviews. I say like, don't feel forced to totally bend to them, right? Because this is your company, and if they want to leave a bad review, they're going to leave a bad review. There is no way that you can absolutely prevent every single bad review. So just know that you're going to get some bad reviews, and your company is still going to be okay. All right. So I hope this information helps you guys. This is a really good question. Please continue to drop the questions, you guys, in the DM, in the Facebook groups, and down in the comments. And I love getting all your guys' questions and feedback. And then also like, share, subscribe, you guys. So that way, if I'm answering your question, you will see it, and then you'll be like, oh, thanks, Jazz. I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining in on today. And then also, if y'all like Jazz, I'm really serious now. I'm ready. I've been watching all the videos of all the things. I'm even in the Facebook group, girl. But I'm ready to get my business. Then you guys go to CEO Cleaning Academy and get into this academy course. It's self-paced. Take it on your own pace. Don't take too long, but take this self-paced course. All right. And let's get these cleaning businesses launched before this year is up. So that way we can make this money. Like for real, for real. All right. Bye, y'all.